Hi, this is Mrs. Hemberger, and we are going to be talking today about how seeds grow. How do seeds grow? We see all new life springing about us this time of year. We see things being planted in gardens, coming up from the ground. We've got flowers everywhere. My allergies are going crazy right now. So we know that things are growing outside and that this is the time of year for newness to come into the earth. But we want to know, how does that happen? So last week we talked about what a seed is. And here's our diagram of a seed that we remember from last week. Here's our bean, and the main part of the seed right in the middle is the food that the bean embryo will be getting energy from while it is growing, but before it shoots out of the seed coat, which is the outside part. So we know that's what a seed is. We know that's what a seed looks like. We know the parts of a seed. But this week, we're going to look at how seeds actually grow. What does the process look like? How long does it take? And what does a seed need to be able to grow? Now, because things like this don't happen overnight, they take time. This will be an ongoing project that we will start today, and we'll measure every other day as we see our seeds start to grow. So all of you are going to get some pea seeds. Peas are good to grow. They're delicious, and they're really, really pretty when they're growing. And we're all going to get pea seeds. And we're going to do some experimentation to see what a seed needs to grow. So a pea seed, if I can get the package open, pour some out my hands. Okay, this is what a pea seed looks like. It is a pea that is all dried and shriveled up. That's what pea seeds are, okay? So whenever you're eating peas at dinner, you're eating the seed. So that's pretty cool. All right, so first things first, you're all going to get your own peas and your own stuff to do this project with. But as a class, we're going to do a little experiment. So we need to know what seeds need to grow. You might think to yourself, well, if I plant something in the ground, how do I make it grow? What do I give it to be able to make it grow? And you would, of course, need to give it water, most likely. Some seeds can start to grow even if you don't water them, but we're going to see what effect water has on how much a seed can grow. And it might also need light, and it might also need warmth, because we don't see very many things growing in the wintertime because it's cold. So we're going to test out all those different things to see how they affect how our seeds grow. So we are going to do 3 different tests. So the first thing, we will grow seeds with water and with light. The second one, we'll try to grow seeds with water and no light, see if that works. And the third one, we will do no water and light. All right, so let's take our no water, light bag first. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take a paper towel, just a plain paper towel. It's not wet. And I'm going to fold it in half, like so. And then I'm going to put it in the bag here. And then we'll put our pea seeds inside of it. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds. That way, in case some of them are duds and don't grow, then we'll have ones that do. So here's our 5 seeds, I'm going to put them in the bag here, and then I'm going to seal it up tight. Now this says no water, but we need light. So where would be a good place to put this where it would receive light? A window? Okay, we'll put this one on a windowsill, and that way it will get light and we don't have to worry about watering it. All right, that's one of them done. Next, we'll do water and no light. So again, I'm going to take a paper towel, and this time, and I've already done it, I have, I made the paper towel wet. Okay, so if you water something, it doesn't mean that you have to just totally soak it. It just has to have a little bit of water to get started with. So I'm going to put my wet paper towel in my bag here. And how many seeds did we do on our last one? 5. Okay, well then we're going to do 5 on this one too. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 seeds. And just like with our last one, we will put them in between our folds of the paper towel. Kind of spread them out a little bit. And there we go. Here is water and no light. See, you can see the seeds right there. Okay, so that means we have to remember to water this one. It'll stay damp for a little while, and since I closed the bag up, what will happen is that it will kind of keep the moisture inside of here. And so we'll have to see if we can tell what that looks like. We've talked about precipitation before. We've talked about the whole rain cycle. So we'll see if we remember the parts of it when we see how water collects in this bag. But if for some reason it dries out, we have to remember to water it. All right, so water, no light. So where would be a good place to stick this where it doesn't get any light? Not the windowsill. How about a cabinet? A shelf on the cabinet? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, and then our last one is water and light. So again, I have damp paper towel. I'll fold it in half. Stick it in the bag. We'll put our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds in, right between the folds, just like we did with the other 2. You see them in there? It's kind of hard. They're all kind of clumped together. We'll separate them out a little bit. All right, and because this one has to have light, we'll put it in the windowsill next to our no water light one. Okay, close it up tight. All right, and there we go. Okay, so we have our 3 types of plantings here, all the same kind of seed, but we're going to see which environment, which setting helps that seed to grow best. And as we're looking at how these seeds grow, we don't want to just see which seeds are going to grow the tallest or which seeds are going to grow the most. I want you guys to really study how they grow. So what comes out of that seed coat first? Remember our seed coat? What comes out first? Remember our embryo? It's going to have this stem come up, and eventually a leaf is going to come off, but it's also going to have roots. So what do you guys think? Do you think the stem will come out first or the roots? Now the way I drew it, it sure looks like that stem's going to come out first, but I might have drawn it wrong. We'll have to see, all right? And then also I want you to think about what will make the plant grow taller. In which case is it going to grow taller? With water and light, water and no light, or no water and light? These are all things we're going to keep track of. And as our seeds grow, we're going to be measuring them. We'll measure the roots, we'll measure the stems, and we want to see which way is the best way to plant a seed to make it grow the best. All right, we'll look at it next time. Bye.